Hello everybody and welcome to the Power Marketing Principles series. My name is Gaisang, Mogale, and if you're a marketer, you're a business person, and you want to learn how to market yourself, you want to market your brand or your products, then this is the place to be. We'll be talking everything marketing and everything in between. Marketing, sales, business, and finance, okay? Marketing basically is the idea of getting more people to know who you are and to take action in whatever way you want them, whether it's to subscribe or to buy or to like a page or to like a project that you're doing or to give money or in any direction that you want them to take. Okay, so marketing is the process of getting attention and causing people or brands to take an action with you in whatever way you desire. Right, I'm going to be talking about how to use marketing to actually sell more of your stuff, because I believe you want to sell more of your stuff. So today, this is actually the very first episode, and we're going to be touching on the 3 functions of marketing. Okay, the 3 functions of marketing, and those 3 things are: number 1, your first function is to get customers. Number 2, you want to keep customers. And number 3, you want to multiply customers, okay? So you want to get them, you want to keep them, and you want to multiply them. So let's start looking at the first one, getting customers, okay? So many people are struggling with this because they don't really understand the process of actually getting somebody from complete stranger to giving you money. And it's a very simple process. So I want to demystify this by telling you there are 4 triggers in the mind of someone that you need them to tick in their own heads before they buy from you. Number 1, they gotta know you. Number 2, they gotta like you or love you, which is even better. Number 3, they have to trust you. And number 4, they have to want what you have, want what you're selling. So here's an example. Imagine there's a very beautiful lady who is sitting in a bar, right? It's a Friday night, people are out having a good time, and she's sitting there on the bar. And a guy comes in, she sees this lady and he's interested and wants to talk to her. So he walks up to this lady and the first thing that flies out of his mouth is, "Hi, how are you? Will you please marry me?" Obviously that's not gonna work. That lady, if she doesn't first of all punch him in the face or splash him with boiling water, she's probably just going to walk away, right? Why? Because she doesn't know who you are. You're a complete stranger, right? She doesn't like you at all because she doesn't know who you are. And on top of that, she doesn't trust you because she just met you. Who are you? And obviously now when you talk about marriage, she's not going to be interested. But now check this out. If we have the same lady who's sitting there, right? She's on the bar, she's having a good time. And then this guy comes in and says, "Hey, how you doing? My name is whoever, John. And I saw you sitting here. What's your name?" "Great, let me get you a drink. You want anything to drink?" And he starts the conversation, right? She starts to say, "Okay, let me give this guy a chance." She starts talking to him. And let's say over time they exchange numbers. They start talking. They start going out, right? And now they're in a loving relationship. They love each other. It's been 2 years or whatever. And after 2 years, the guy gets on his knees and he says, "Will you marry me?" There is a higher likely chance that she is going to say yes, correct? And this is exactly the same thing with business. You trying to market your products, market yourself, without people knowing who you are is like somebody going to a complete stranger and asking them to marry them. It's not going to happen. So what you want to do is you want to tick these 4 things off in people's heads. So the reason why there's a higher chance that she's going to say yes to the marriage proposal is: number 1, does she know who he is? Yes. Number 2, does she like him? Yeah, probably loves him, which is even better. She loves the guy. Number 3, does she trust him? Well, yes, they've been dating for a while. They've talked to each other. They know each other's strengths and weaknesses. She trusts him. And number 4 now, does she want to get married? As he asked him, well, there's a good chance she'll say yes. Very same thing. You gotta knock these 4 things off, right? And here's a quick test. Think about the last time you made a really big purchase decision, right? Whether you bought a car, or you bought a house, or you bought a cell phone, or you bought a really nice pair of shoes, sneakers, right? There's a good chance that these four boxes were ticked off in your head without you even noticing. Think about it. You know the brand. You probably like how the shoe looks or how the car looks. You trust the brand because they've been in business for a while, or maybe they've been advertising and or people referred them to you. And number four, you want the actual product, right? Same thing. So for you to get customers, we need to tick these four things off. So I'm going to give you a very simple method to getting customers. This is not rocket science. This actually, the simpler things are the better, and I'm going to give it to you plain and very simple. It's about leads and close. Leads and close. You got to get leads into your business, get leads into your world, and then you got to close them. Okay? So getting leads is basically this idea of getting people to know you, building a relationship, versus you going out and completely selling to strangers. That's going to be difficult because, again, the four boxes aren't ticked. So if you're going out on the street, for example, and you start selling shoes, and people don't know who you are, and they don't know who the name of this brand shoe that you're selling, for example, it's going to be tough to sell because, again, those four things aren't ticked. But now, this idea of getting leads is this idea of building relationship with people. The idea of getting leads means throwing out low risk offers that people can actually get and they can take advantage of, that allow you to build a relationship and start ticking these boxes off. Low risk offers are things that could be free or things that are low priced. Okay, so free test, get a free test, get a free sample of this perfume, get a free trial of this product, get free membership for 30 days, and if you like it, then pay up. Think about the car manufacturers, right? What they'll do is they'll give you a free test drive. Gym membership, your first month is free. They'll tell you, hey, the first month is free. You look at all the insurance ads right now on television. They'll tell you, hey, give us a call for a free quote, right? So what are they doing? They're throwing out low risk offers that people have it has a low threshold to commitment from the prospect, and that allows them to say, oh, okay, let me give them a shot, let me see what they got for me. And that allows you to start building a relationship and start ticking off those four boxes, right? They get to know you, they get to like you, they get to trust you, and hey, now they'll want what you want when you sell them. So you want to think about your brand, think about your business. What can you give away for free? What sample can you give away for free so that people can start trusting you and knowing you? What can you give away as a test? Can you give away a free ebook? Can you give away a free membership or a trial for 3 days? Or is there something that you can do for them for free? Like they can call you to do a free consultation, before they buy with you, you know what I mean? So brainstorm something that's low risk and get leads in. This is how you bring in leads. Let's talk about the second part of getting customers, which is closing them, right? So closing is about closing the sale. Turning a lead is just somebody who knows you, who likes you and trusts you, and now you want them to buy from you. That's the want. So it's all about understanding the pain that this person has and then telling them that your product, your service is the solution. Okay, so it's about positioning. Remember, when you're selling something, your product or your service is always either solving a problem or providing a solution. It's making things faster, it's making things easier, it's giving people more money, or it's helping them achieve something in a better, more efficient way. Closing your leads is actually going to be much more easier than closing complete strangers. I want you to get that, right? So you want to get customers. That's the first function, and you get customers by ticking those four boxes, which is they need to know you, they need to like you or love you, they need to trust you, and they need to want what you have. And how you do that is by getting more leads and you close them. Let's talk about number 2, which is keeping your customers. Okay, so this is where a lot of people go wrong, because you'll find that they get the customers but they can't keep them. They don't stay. Those customers buy once and they go. Those customers, they buy from you and they never stick around. They're not loyal to your brand, right? So how do you keep customers? Very simple. The way you keep customers is by giving them more value than they have received anywhere else. They will stay with you for life. Okay? So if you give more value than any other brand your customer has ever been with, they are not going anywhere. Keeping your customers is about as important as getting them, if not more, because you don't just want your customer to come in and then leave. Buying your groceries, you keep buying your groceries from the same store for years and years and years. Or whenever you buy meat or you buy a specific type of veg product, right? You always buy the same type of veggies, same brand. Been with the same insurance company for years and years and years, right? Or maybe whenever you go on holiday, whenever you go to a hotel, you go to a specific hotel all the time, right? Those are examples of brands keeping you as a customer, and that's what you want to do. You want your customers, or the people who follow you, the people who are buying from you or who like you, to stay with you for as long as possible. Okay, so there's this term called the lifetime value of a customer, which basically talks about how long a customer stays with you and also what the value of that customer is. So what you want to do is you want to extend this lifetime, right, for the customer to be with you as long as possible. Ideally, you want to have what's called a customer for life. So they will constantly and always be buying from you. They will stay loyal to you, and they'll always love you, know you, trust you, and want what you have. So how do you do this? Very simple ways to ask your customers and ask them, hey, are you satisfied with the product that I gave you, the service that I gave you? How else can I, add more value to you guys? Ask them questions. What else do they need? Your customer will always have a pain they want solved. Whether they know it or not, whether they tell you or not, whether they tell you that or not, there will always be another pain, another problem that they need solved. And as long as you can find out what those problems are and keep solving them, they will stay your customer. Number 3, let's talk about multiplying your customers. So how do you multiply your customers? What does that mean? So multiplying the value of your customers basically means increasing the value of your customer to your business by doing 2 things. Number 1, either increasing the amount of purchases they make with you, or number 2, by increasing the dollar amount or the rand amount of the things that you're selling to them. I'm going to give you 2 strategies to multiply your customers. Number 1 is what we call upsells. Here's an example. You go to McDonald's, you go up to the drive-thru, or you walk into the store and you tell the lady, can I please get a Big Mac meal? And the lady says to you, okay, no problem. Would you like that large or super size? They've been trained to do that because by asking you to increase the size of your order, they're causing you unconsciously to add the amount of money you're spending. So that's called an upsell, because right at the point of purchase, they're asking you to increase your amount. You are willing to buy a medium, and they've just upsold you or upgraded your offer to a large or a super size, right? Here's another example. You're going to buy a car, and usually what they do is when you walk in there, they'll tell you, okay, so this is the car. They'll show you the inside, and it's got this, it's got that, ABS lights, it's got the windows, leather seating, and it's got the aircon, dual climate, the electric windows. Then they might tell me and say, hey, you can also add an M Sport package where we lower your suspension, right? Say, okay, I want that. Then they say, hey, we can also add in warming seats function, so your seats get warmer. Hey, we can also add in tinted windows, so your windows are tinted. By the way, we also got a service plan, right? So what are they doing? They're taking the initial offer that I wanted, and they're adding more features and more offers. That's called upselling. The 80-20 rule basically states that 80% of your results come from 20% of your activities, and vice versa. 20% of your results come from 80% of your activities. So how does this apply to marketing and actually multiplying your value? Is that 20% of your customers actually bring 80% of your profits, right? So what you want to do is you want to focus on reselling to your 20%. These are your hyper buyers. These are your buyers in heat. Every single business has them. Even whether you know it or not, 20% of your customers will always want to buy something else from you. So what you want to do is you want to keep creating new products. We call these back-end products because these are products on the back of the initial purchase your customers have made, and you want to keep selling them. So I'm going to give you a very simple example. Think about the bank, right? The first thing usually people do is open up an account. That's usually the first transaction people make. And what the bank then does is usually they won't make that much from somebody opening an account. Where they make their money is selling you all their other stuff, right? Vehicle finance. You want a house loan. You want a credit card? Here's a new credit card. Hey, let me upgrade you to a platinum bank account. Hey, we also have insurance for life insurance, and we have funeral insurance, and we have, kitten insurance, and hey, buy through us and we'll give you win a competition if you buy more stuff from us. So they keep selling you other products, right? These are your back-end products. In fact, this is what's called loss leaders. In some instances where the brands will sell you an initial product and they don't make a profit at all on it, knowing that they will continue to sell other products to you and make a product on that, right? So how can you create back-end products? Okay, it's all about thinking about the lifetime value. Remember, we talked about the lifetime value of your customer and see what are all the pain points. Okay, so you're selling, let's say, again, weight loss, right? You are a fitness and weight loss coach, and your first product that they buy from you is an ebook that teaches them how to lose weight in 90 days. 90-day transformation, right? It's a book and a course. Perfect. What else do these people need? Well, they're going to need recipes, right? So you might come up and say, hey, I also have a 6-month recipe membership where I have a really professional chef who teaches you how to make all these really healthy foods. Then they buy that membership for, $97 a month. Then you might come and sell something else and say, hey, by the way, we also have these supplements. These are nutrition shakes, right? You drink this nutrition and it actually has all the vitamins you need. It replaces all these other foods you have to eat, just one shake a day, right? They buy those nutritions. Then you come again and you sell something else and say, hey, I do a very private mastermind session where we meet 4 times a year and we go to this really fancy hotel, and for 3 days we actually do these really crazy workout routines and we network, etc. That's another $1,000 to be part of that mastermind. So what are you doing? You are creating back-end products that your existing customers will continue buying from you, and that in turn turns the value and multiplies the value of those customers, right? So you're creating these products, and again, make sure that these products are solving problems and pains that your customers have. Remember, a product must do 2 things: either it's solving a problem or it's providing a solution, right? That solution may be doing things faster, doing things easier, saving money, making more money, all right? Getting you the results faster. So those are 2 ways you can actually multiply your customers. Those are the 3 functions of marketing. I hope this video helped and you got a lot of value from it.